So let's watch a couple sandwiches of history and see what's up. See what sandwiches are good. I'm gonna mute this one though, the cooking vids. I might put on the cats. Yeah, this is my favorite YouTube. By far the best channel on YouTube. Exclamation point cats. Everyone should be subscribed to this YouTube channel. Daily uploads, dankest cat vids I've ever seen in my life. It's a must follow. Alright, sandwiches of history. It's been a hot minute since we've seen some Sammys. A shrimp sandwich from 1901. Over 120-year-old sandwich recipe. I'm kind of curious.
Of history today from Recherche Side Dishes of 1901, we're going to be making the shrimp sandwich. Yes, the molcajete is out because we have to pound a half cup of shrimp to a paste. Now we add in anchovy paste, not a lot, which is nice, and butter. Then we season with a little lemon juice, doesn't say how much, salt, pepper. That's right, salt and pepper called for in the recipe. Woo!
Salt
and
and
we're going to put that onto buttered brown bread. Okay, let's get...
Okay, I missed everything because I was adjusting. Okay, shrimp paste.
Now we add in anchovy paste.
Anchovy
not a lot,
paste.
Which is nice. And butter.
Butter.
Then we season with a little lemon juice. Doesn't say how much.
Lemon,
salt.
brighten it, acidity,
Pepper.
salt.
That's right.
Pepper.
Salt and pepper
Okay,
called for in the recipe. Woo!
I think it
and
sounds
we're going to put
great.
that onto buttered brown bread. Okay, let's give this shrimp sandwich
Buttered
a go.
brown bread.
That is quite good. The shrimp goes really well with the lemon. Butter is bringing a little bit of richness. The anchovy paste is just bringing a little level of salt and a little bit of like sea salt flavor. It's not at all overpowering, or really just barely detectable. And then you've got the butter and the brown bread, which is kind of like a cross between wheat and white bread, but it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. This is actually quite good. And it called for salt and pepper. That said, I would like to plus this up just a little bit. I'm gonna add some pepperoncinis.
I was like,
that's right,
hot
I'm
sauce.
not using heat and I'm not using Old Bay. Go figure. Cajun
How would you plus this up, chat? It's a shrimp paste. It's pretty basic. I definitely thought he was going to add hot sauce to it. Do you think pickles and shrimp would go well? What would normally come on a shrimp cocktail? Maybe like cocktail sauce. No. Shrimp paste with like anchovies, butter, bread. Would egg be weird?
seasoning would have been good too. But I just wanted something bright and pickly. Okay, let's give this plussed up shrimp sandwich a go. I like it. It's bringing a little spike of flavor without bringing heat.
The banana
But
peppers
really,
was a good
so many
move.
different ways you could plus this up.
It's got
Cajun
like a little
seasoning,
pickle,
Old Bay, hot sauces, pickled
crunch.
jalapenos, cowboy candy. It really is a viable
Cowboy
base for all
candy.
kinds of plus-ups. Okay, so the original
Jalapenos,
shrimp sandwich,
candied
you know, that was
peppers.
pretty tasty. It was well seasoned. The lemon juice was just a nice little touch. The
Right?
anchovy paste was just a little
The lemon
bit of anchovy
juice
flavor.
took it there. I
Good
bet it's
shrimp
great.
flavor, nice bread choice. That was really good. Now, is that a sandwich that you would eat for lunch? Probably not. That'd probably be an afternoon sandwich, a tea sandwich, something that was
Brunch,
part
yeah,
of a
tea
multi-course dinner.
sandwich.
As that kind of a sandwich, I'm going to give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Plus up
Solid.
with the pepperoncini, 8. It's a nice,
Pepperoncini,
tasty
8.
sandwich. I am definitely going to finish that. And I would consider making this again. Don't forget to go to sandwichesofhistory.com and sign up for my email recap newsletter that I send out every
Okay, bro. Let's go. I need to see
week.
the final
All right.
image.
See you tomorrow.
Make me want it, baby. Come on. Chicken and pimento sandwich. I feel like this is gonna be great. I don't see how this could
Welcome
be
to
bad.
Sandwiches of History. Today from...
But I also don't see how this sandwich could be a 10 out of 10. So I'm curious. Because I'm always looking for a sandwich that's a 10 out of 10. And some of them sound basic, but it's like, it's so basic. It's amazing. Buttered toast, amazing. It also comes down to the ingredients he uses too. I'm pretty sure a couple of these recipes could be a higher rating if he used better ingredients. True, there are so many spices that can make or break a dish.
Things to eat
He's
as suggested
cranking
by
it.
Rufus of 1911. We're going to be making the chicken and
Yeah,
pimento
pickles and
sandwich.
seafood.
Rufus is Rufus Estes,
Lemon,
chef. He started off
oysters.
life enslaved, but worked his way up through the Pullman Railway Company to become a chef there, and then was also a chef, I believe, at U.S. Steel. He is one of the first African-American cookbook authors, and I think the first African-American chef to put out a cookbook. As the name of the sandwich would suggest, we start off with chopped chicken, and out of that, chopped pimentos. Then we moisten with mayonnaise. Then when I put that on wafer-thin white or wheat bread, I went ahead and cut a regular
What kind of
slice
bread do you normally
bread in
buy?
half using
White
this
or
Mercer
wheat?
bread knife, which is fantastic and super sharp. So now we just put that on. Okay, let's give this chicken and pimento sandwich a go. That's actually quite good. It's not terribly complex, but it is quite tasty. The sweetness of the pimentos, richness of the mayonnaise going well with the chicken. I do want to plus it up a little though. I'm going to use some of this JP Graziano hot giardiniera seasoning, and I know I didn't say that right, but what are you going to do?
What is in that?
Red bell pepper, celery, carrot, sea salt, vinegar powder, and spices. Okay, let's give this plussed
Okay.
up chicken
So
and
it's
pimento
kind of
sandwich a go.
Sour seasoning?
So this is quite good. It's
tahini?
bringing a lot of complexity to it and a little bit of heat. And the great thing about
Lettuce
this sandwich
wraps. I
is
love
that you
the
could probably
crunch.
plus it up with just about any kind of seasoning blend, Cajun, Creole, whatever, and it would go well because chicken's pretty
I
neutral.
bought some
Red pepper's a
tortillas.
little
I
bit
need to
sweet.
make some wraps.
It's good. And now I got a little heat. All right, so the original chicken and pimento sandwich, clearly it's not meant to be a meal. They have you slice the bread really thin and just put a thin layer on. So it's more like a snack, if you will, or maybe just a course within a meal. But it was still pretty tasty, even though it was pretty simple. I'm gonna give that a 7. Plus up with this stuff that I don't want to
Okay,
say on camera
7.
again because I always screw it up. That's easily a 7.5, 8. It is a tasty snack. Definitely more complex with the
But would
seasoning
you
blend
make
on it.
it
And I like it
again?
better. But I like the original sandwich too. I'm definitely gonna finish that, and I would make this again in a
He
hot
would
minute.
make this again.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Why? I've yelled at him so many times about this. This is so bad, right, chat? He needs a black or a red plate. Oh. Toasted salmon sandwich. A pambazo.
Bienvenidos a Sandwiches of History. Yes, it's International Sandwich Sunday, and today we're headed down Mexico way to make the pambazo. Pambazo was created in Veracruz, apparently in honor of Empress
Okay,
Carlotta
what's
by Chef
this?
Jose Tudos. The recipe I'm following is from Ana Frias at muydelish.com, and it sounds pretty tasty. Okay, first thing we gotta do is make the salsa. So in a pot of water that covers them, I've got 1/8 of an onion, a clove of garlic, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Gonna cook those for 5 minutes. Now we turn the heat off and throw in 3
1/8
guajillo
of an
chilies that have
onion?
been seeded.
Who's
Let that steep for 10 minutes.
measuring
And to
an
finish our
1/8 of
salsa, we
an
put all the
onion?
solids into
These
a
are
blender
stoners, bro.
and 3/4 of a cup of the liquid, and then blend it.
Get you
Now we're to saute up some beef chorizo. Now we need to boil a cubed up russet potato. Okay, now that the chorizo's cooked, we put our potatoes in, mash them together a little bit.
Ooh.
Now we take a telera roll that I bought at the store and split it in half.
That bread
and we
looks
brush the
good.
outsides with this salsa. Then we
Brush the
toast that in a
outside with
pan.
salsa?
Okay, to build our pambazo, we put on our
then you toast
chorizo and
it?
potato mixture, shredded lettuce,
it's like
cotija cheese, or queso
chorizo,
fresco. I had cotija
mashed
cheese, so I'm doing that.
potatoes.
Some pickled onions. Oh, and one thing you didn't see was that I
Oh.
put crema on there because the memory card got full. All right,
We need
let's
crema.
give this pambazo
Yep,
a go.
crema.
You've got the chorizo, the
Lechuga,
heartiness of the potato,
queso.
the brightness of the pickled onions. The crema
Pickled
is bringing a nice richness. This is just delicious.
Oh, I want that.
I
That
do want to plus it up though. I'm gonna add some
Ooh.
guacamole.
I bet it's
and a
already
chili
an
de
8.
bowl salsa
And this
that I
is gonna
made from the
take it to
recipe,
a
also
9.
from Muy Delish. Okay, let's give this plussed up pambazo a go.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's moaning.
That chili de bowl salsa is hot, but it's so good. It goes well with everything in here. Of course, the richness of the avocado and the guacamole. Okay, so the original pambazo sandwich, that was delicious. I'm gonna give that a 9, 9.5. Adding in the guacamole and the chili de arbol salsa, that's a 10. That is just so delicious. It's a little
It's
bit
a
filling because you
10.
got mashed potatoes in with chorizo. It's an excellent sandwich. If you want to make it, go over to muydelish.com and you can check out the recipe. I am going to finish that, maybe not all in one go, and I will definitely make this again. All right, see you tomorrow.
It's a 10. Amazing. Oh. That's not a sandwich of history.
Bienvenidos
I'm not mad
a
about it
Sandwiches
though.
of
I am mad about it though. Okay, I need to give that a thumbs
Bienvenidos
up. Hold
a
up.
Sandwiches of History.
That was a 10. Crab meat sandwich. And then the cosmic collision sandwich after that one. Ooh,
Welcome
I'm
to
excited for
Sandwiches
the
of History.
cosmic
Today from
collision.
the Complete American Cookbook of 1957, we're going to be making the crab meat sandwich. And sure, we start off with crab meat, but we have to add a little mayonnaise. And that is exactly what it says, little. Doesn't say how much. Next, we're to mix cheese into butter. It didn't say what kind of cheese, so I'm just using cheddar. Didn't say how much cheese. Didn't say how much butter.
Yeah,
Now
a
we
little
butter our bread
mayo
with that
is
cheese
to
butter.
my liking.
Then we put on our crab mixture and top that with minced lettuce. That's right, minced lettuce. It's the second time minced lettuce has made an appearance on Sandwiches of History.
Minced
Okay, let's give this
lettuce.
crab meat sandwich a go.
I kind of like that.
It's not bad. I mean, the flavors are good. Mayonnaise, crab, cheese, butter. I'm going to plus this up with two things. One you can see coming a mile away. The other maybe not so much. First, Bobby's Boat Dust. It's got sea salt, tomato powder, chili powder, granulated garlic, granulated onion, ginger, fermented rice extract, cornstarch, shiitake extract, kombu extract, turmeric, black pepper, and lime juice powder. We're going to apply some cheese butter to the outside.
The grilled cheese treatment. Let's go.
Okay, let's give this plussed up crab meat sandwich a go. That is so much better. First of all, getting a little bit of crispiness from the outside from both the cheese and the butter. And then the Bobby's Boat Dust, just a great seasoning blend. You could think of it as sort of like a Pacific version of Old Bay, but it doesn't taste like Old Bay. But it goes really well with seafood. So the original crab meat sandwich, it was tasty. It had good elements to it. The cheese, the butter, the mayonnaise, the
Oh,
crab.
he's moaning.
It was under-seasoned a bit. So I'm going to give that a 6.5. Adding in the Bobby's Boat Dust and then giving it the grilled cheese treatment with that cheese butter on the outside, that's easily a 9. It's like a
Ooh,
kind of a
the
Pacific Northwest
9.
crab cake
Huge
sandwich.
jump.
It was delicious. I would say that I was
Here we
going to
go.
finish it, but I already have.
That was the moan.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Ah! Okay, one more.
Welcome to Sandwiches of Future History. Yes, it's AI Friday here on Sandwiches of History, where I ask ChatGPT to make me a
grilled
sandwich.
crab
Today's
cheese
prompt was
sandwich.
for an
Sign me
unusual
up. That sounds
sandwich.
great.
And it delivered. Without any further ado, may I present the Cosmic Collision Sandwich. First
From
thing we have to do is toast some bread.
ChatGPT.
Now we need to heat up some canned corned beef until heated through.
Corned
Mix
beef, we're swift!
1 tablespoon of mayonnaise into 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Now we spread the peanut butter mayo mixture on one side of
Look
each.
at the toast he got on that, though. What was that? He put it in a... Was that a toaster
on
oven
Sandwiches
or
of
was that
History, where I
oven?
asked ChatGPT to make me a sandwich.
Because
Today's
that's
prompt was for
beautiful
an
color.
unusual sandwich. And it delivered. Without any further ado, may I present the Cosmic Collision Sandwich. First thing we have to do is toast some bread.
That's a toaster oven. I need that.
Now we need to heat up some canned corned beef until heated through. Mix 1
I
tablespoon
love
of mayonnaise
corned
into
beef.
1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Now we spread the peanut butter mayo mixture on one side
Peanut butter, mayo mixture.
of each piece of bread. Then we add our corned beef that's been heated through.
With
And we
corned
top that with
beef.
sliced apple. I'm using Granny Smith.
Apples?
It
Okay,
didn't
I can mess.
specify.
I like
And we
that.
just drizzle on some honey. And then curry powder.
And then
Okay, let's give
curry
this
powder.
Cosmic
I don't know about the
Collision
curry
sandwich
powder.
a go. That
would
is
try
interesting.
it.
So the peanut butter and mayonnaise, along with the apple, the honey, and the curry powder, are a really good combo. But surprisingly, the corned beef's pretty good too. I'm going to try 2 of the 5 plus-ups it recommended. So the first plus-up I'm going to try, bacon. The second plus-up I'm going to try,
Bacon.
pickles. Okay, let's give this Cosmic Collision
Pickle.
sandwich plussed up with
Yeah,
bacon a go.
pickle.
I mean, yeah. Smoky bacon does go with everything in here. Okay, now let's give the Cosmic Collision
Pickle.
sandwich plussed up with dill
Team
pickles
pickle.
a go. So that's not a plus up, that's a minus down. For me, the dill pickles are fighting with the apple, and that's not a good fight. If it was just the dill pickles and not the apple, it'd be a great plus up, but no. So the original Cosmic Collision sandwich, it worked. It was interesting. It's another one of those things where I just thought ChatGPT may have cranked out one that was not good finally. Nope, tasty. All the elements work together. I'm gonna give it about a 6.5. Plussed up with bacon, about a 7.5. Plussed up with the dill pickle, 4. It was actually a
4.
minus down. I don't think it works at all. I'll go ahead and strip out the pickles and finish both of those though, that's for sure. Will I make this again? Probably not. So the backstory that ChatGPT created for the sandwich is in the post in the description, and I will include the recipe for it, including amounts, because it did dictate amounts, in my email recap newsletter that I send out every week. If you want to sign up for that, go to sandwichesofhistory.com. All right, see you tomorrow.
Beautiful toast on that bread, though. Don't think we don't see that. That's gorgeous. Honestly, okay, what do you think about this sandwich, chat? Peanut butter, mayo, butter mixture, corned beef hash, thinly sliced green apple, and did he drizzle something on it? He put curry powder on it. I don't know. Oh, drizzle of honey and curry powder. I don't know about the curry powder just because once you add curry, the whole thing tastes like curry, mostly. It's just like bacon. Bacon takes over. So I think this sandwich minus the curry powder sounds amazing. Sounds pretty lit, although I don't like sweet sandwiches too much. Oh, just a little sweet, not mostly sweet. It's a sweet and savory balance. I like that ChatGPT added the crunch and slight acidity of the apple to balance out everything else. That's smart. The bacon, cheese, and ketchup sandwich. When is he gonna make the Bucci sandwich? I gave him the recipe for my favorite sandwich.
Welcome to Sandwiches of History.
I don't think he'll
Today we're
make
doing
it
a sandwich
ever.
of our history, specifically Rob, who is a member of Club Sandwich on Patreon. Thank you, Rob. He said that his grandma used to make this for his dad growing up, and his dad passed it on to them. It is the bacon, cheese, and ketchup sandwich.
This sounds
First thing we got to
big.
do is
I'm
toast
gonna
some bread.
say it. It sounds
He says,
really
well,
good.
the toast is still warm. Put on a slice of cheddar cheese, bacon, and ketchup. Now you might be thinking, Barry, why such a light toast? Because now it has to go into the oven and cook for 5 to 10 minutes, or until the
I like
ketchup
that, you know,
caramelizes
with
and the cheese is
meatloaf,
melty.
when you
Rob says
put
this is
ketchup on
traditionally
top
eaten
and it
open
gets
faced, but that if I want to, I can add a second
thick.
piece of toast for portability. Okay, let's give this bacon, cheese, ketchup sandwich a go. Nice melty cheese, smoky bacon. The sweetness of the ketchup has been tamed down a little bit by it being baked in the oven a little bit. This is pretty good. That said, I do want to plus it up. I'm going to add an over easy egg.
Ooh, now
some
this is a
Bomba
breakfast
sauce,
sandwich.
too.
I bet
Why
a
not?
scrambled
Let's
egg
live a
would be
little.
great
Okay,
too.
let's give this plussed up bacon, cheese, and ketchup sandwich a go. That is delicious. Now you might say, Barry, you fundamentally changed the sandwich. I would argue I
for
did
the
not,
follow for
because
your
I still
son.
taste the bacon, I still taste the cheese, I still taste the ketchup. They're still dominant players. The eggs just bring in a nice little richness,
Egg.
and the
Oh,
Bomba
now I'm
sauce bring
craving
a
an
little heat.
egg.
I dig it. All right, so the original bacon, cheddar, and ketchup sandwich was tasty. I liked it. I liked the toast. I liked how the ketchup tasted after it had been in the oven. It didn't quite caramelize, but it did get kind of mellow and nice, and I like that. I'm giving that a 7. Plussed up with an over easy egg and a Bomba sauce, I'm going to give that an 8.5. Don't forget to check out sandwichesofhistory.com. You can pick up some cool merch like this. Sign up for my weekly recap email newsletter, and maybe even check out Club Sandwich, my Patreon account. All right, I'm going to finish these. I'll see you tomorrow.
Whoa.
Now you may say, Barry,
Stop, you're making me H-word slurp. Don't talk about food. You're making my stomach rumble. You're making me hangry. Oh. I know we're watching. Oh, kitties! Wow! Look at this guy. This is a little rascal right here. Oh.